And the reason, sorry, my other video got cut off. I was saying it's okay to hate people. It's literally okay to hate people. It's okay to hate people who are hurting people. It's okay to be angry. You don't have to rewire that right now. Here's the deal, because I am just getting more to, like, this really interesting place lately where I, like, really believe that the aliens are coming, okay? And until that time, right, because they told me, like, last March, I think, is when I first got the channels about the aliens. I can't even remember if the first, well, I got it in February. Yeah, it was February of last year when I first started channeling that I got channels about the aliens, which is crazy because I wasn't even a psychic at that point when I got channels about the aliens. So it's, like, crazy that I, in that video, like, what I said, because I basically said, like, the aliens are coming here to give us information, but they're not coming here to save us. And then we have to decide what we're going to do with the information. So now it's kind of like, no, they're kind of coming here to save us. They're coming here to save our fucking asses from this, like, psychotic, neurological mess of a matrix that we're in. Like, it's deep, bro. It's so much deeper now than, like, obviously back then. So, but it's, like, also at the same time, everybody has to make the choice to, like, save themselves, though. Like, that's the issue. That is, like, so there is the duality within that. Like, they're coming here to rearrange society and reinforce rules that will allow us to be safe and healthy while doing this. But people still have to make the choice to do it. And that's where the influencers are coming in. That's why I keep talking about the New Earth leaders. Like, keep posting your videos. Start posting your videos. Start thinking about this kind of stuff. Start thinking about sharing your story. Those types of things, because there's going to be this major lockdown across the globe. And they are going to be taking away, like, TV and shit. Like, they're going to be taking away Hollywood. Because everybody's got to heal and shit. And a lot of Hollywood people are, like, fucked. And so the people that will be coming, so it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, remember how I was like, okay, the light workers are going to have jobs in New Earth. Those are going to be our jobs. We're going to be the entertainment for these people, basically, and the incentivizers for these people to come to this type of mindset. So that's what I'm saying. Like, pretty much anybody on the 5D spiritual New Earth path, like JK Ultra, even Gia Prism, they're all going to be doing this shit. Like, they've been doing the work, all that shit. There's just, I'm just like we need to get completely coherent bitch. Like, they're, like, still in their little realities, right? So that's why I call it out, because that's part of my spiritual gifts, and they'll learn from it someday and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you are spiritual at all, that's spiritual. In your crystals, in your witches, you're all going to be fucking influencers for these regular folk. And how to open their minds, and how to expand their awareness, and how you went on a spiritual journey, and what caused you to get there. Most of us, it's our trauma, which is our data collection, right? We were collecting all this data. We were observants. We were learners. We were students of dysfunction. And so we will be teaching these people who have refused to admit or see their dysfunction how they were dysfunctional. And, like, all that stuff. And so there's going to be all sorts of shit in New Earth. It's going to be so intricate. There's got to be at least hundreds of millions. There's got to be at least 100 million influencers in America alone. At least. Because it's going to be global. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also it's like everybody's not everybody's cup of tea. And there's going to be so many different lanes and stuff. So, yeah, that's at least what I'm predicting here. Because, again, it's going to be a global thing. And there's 8 billion souls. So, I have no idea what people's path... And also, that's why we have no idea how this is going to go. Like, it's so intricate now. So, it's so interesting that I got channels about it, like, back then. And, like, obviously now I have such a different perspective on it. And that's why I'm anchoring more in, like, just fucking hate people and just be who the fuck you want right now. Because, like, the aliens are gonna come help us. And, like, I didn't believe that back then. Like, I kept saying it. Because they've been having me repeat this over and over and over for 18 months. That's how you program a brain. You know what I'm saying? But again, they weren't giving me like specific information, so I couldn't really understand like how the fuck they were going to help us here. Now I have way more specifics on how they're going to help us. And I was going into the spiritual realm because I was like, again, I was like I was drinking the haterade. You know, I was Judge Judy. And that is where you do have to get to like love, unity, and oneness, like, you know, mindset kind of a thing with these humans that aren't awake. They do have, it is this like pendulum swing, like they swung our asses all the way to the goal, but like, but now people don't know, now people are malfunctioning. And we're like, oh no, wait, hold on, wait, we got a while before that happens, and like we got to deal with all these people first. So again, like the aliens have this all planned out. They're going to help us. Again, they wanted shit to do. So basically our jobs right now are to tell people about this, that an awakening is happening, that people are coming to other consciousness. And yes, the aliens are coming. That's like my biggest thing. I do believe we're going to, again, like the more we see like UFO stuff come out, the more we're leading to this convergence point, which I've been predicting for many months now, that a convergence point is going to converge all the starseeds together. And then it will be the ships, and then it will be open contact. And so that's the series of events that they're giving me right now that we need to go in for this. And it's still going to be 2 years. That's what they keep giving me. It's going to be 2027 for the ships probably. And then 2028 is going to be open contact is what they're giving me right now. That's what I'm getting. Just based on people's nervous systems and what I'm seeing right now. Because listen, we haven't even gotten into the Illuminati. Okay? Miss Taylor Swift is like queen of that shit. Same with Beyonce. Look at Taylor Swift's Life of a Showgirl album, and then look at Beyonce's Cowboy Carter album. There are so many similarities in those albums, like similar words, similar themes, very dark, very Illuminati coded. Okay, so that's got to happen too. You know what I'm saying? The shadow government's got to come to light. That now we can see they're setting up that to happen though, because we can already see that, again, the Epstein files came out. That was huge. That was literally everything for us. That was pretty much discredited Hollywood and our government and other governments. And then the UFO files coming out discredits our government, but it also sets us up for open contact, sets us up for aliens, right? And so you can see how they're setting the stage here, but you can also see how long it takes for our nervous system to get used to this. Again, UFO stuff is not even mainstream. It has to be mainstream for even the little sleepy people. So again, there's going to be something that helps with that though, the convergence point. So anyway, that's what I'm getting. And that's why I'm so just like, everybody do whatever the fuck they want. Just don't hurt people. You know, that's it. Do whatever the fuck you want. Eat. Also, I'm like, you know, the thing is I would say prepare your body, get off the Matrix food, because if you want to go in the med beds, you have to prove to them that you're able to like be kind of healthy. Because if you get a new body and shit with the med, I don't know. There's some differences there though, because they're saying like people on life-threatening shit, like that's not gonna matter. They're not gonna make you prove that shit. But like people who like are normal and like want their dream bodies and shit and like whatever, but there's gonna be incentivization for that. But they're saying like people who are chronic illness and like they're gonna have like, they're not gonna make you prove that shit. But I would suggest getting off the Matrix food if you can. And it also helps you feel better. It helps you feel a lot better. But also I'm like, okay, we don't have like that much longer with it either. So like, you know, don't feel bad indulging in shit. You know, I'm all about, you know, I will say it's helped me improve everything. And so like, I will just be staying off of it for like a personal thing. But like, but I still indulge from time to time, you know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm getting on this different timeline now, guys, which is also kind of, you know, I'm not going backwards per se, but I'm definitely deconstructing like even some of my own beliefs and some of the stuff that they've given me. They've like landed me on this timeline of like, no, now that you believe the aliens are coming, like they're like, you can chill out a little bit and you just got to wait it out basically, which everybody fucking hates hearing that shit from me. But I'm like, I don't know. This is my channels. Don't shoot the messenger. This is what I get. I'm just telling you what I get. I know this is why nobody listens to me and I have 5,000 followers, because nobody actually likes the truth. I'm like, I know the truth sucks, guys, but at least I'm fucking honest. You know, I'm not sitting here like, oh, it's going to come tomorrow and everything's going to be great. And like, no, but we are going to get fucking help and we are going to get our asses saved. So I think it's worth however long it takes, personally. That's the timeline I'm on. So But also complain, because it's fine. Get it out. I will take that on. I know it's projection. It's fine.